So we got Rob here, and you've had some experience as a hippie in your life. Can you tell us about that some?
Okay, well in 1972, I went to Australia on a cruise ship, and I had long hair and I had a headband. They nicknamed me Headband Bob. And I traveled around Australia, but the friends I was with, they ditched me and I ran out of money, so here I was stuck in a town with no money, didn't know anybody. But a hippie survives in those kind of conditions, and I soon found people and they let me stay at their hotel room for one night. I met a girl, she let me stay with her one night, and then I stayed sometimes in an old construction building. But in those days, it was in the 70s, and I remember people were more open to, inviting you to strangers to parties and things. So a hippie basically is a traveler in time that travels, that goes around the world, believes in peace, helps people, believes in God. A hippie has a heart of, giving, and a hippie has a heart of nonviolence. Of course, we hippies like to once in a while toke up on some good reefer, but that's just the hippie's life. Now when I was in Australia, I traveled like about 10,000 miles hitchhiking, and I remember I went to a lot of bread places where they make bread, and that's how I eat at night, because we didn't have any money really. I hitchhiked with a girl named Sandra. Both of us were hippies. We did different jobs, like we picked tobacco. We, worked in a copper mine. We worked picking cherries, strawberries. So basically a hippie is somebody that, that can adjust to anything, that can adjust to everyday life. During those times there was a lot of peace, and I'm happy to see that a lot of young people are trying to follow the hippie ways now, because it's better than the violent ways that the people go. In the hippie days, everything was so peaceful, and people were more real, that people never, shot or killed or hurt anybody. Yeah, there was some isolated incidents, but anyway, on my journey, I also got stuck one time in a sugarcane field, but I had a tent and a backpack. In Australia, you can actually go to, they have campgrounds where you can shower outside. You have to pay $1. So we'd always bum money, ask people for $1 or $2, and we'd get to take a shower, a cold shower outside. So that was fun, and we'd set up our tent when we were stuck hitchhiking, like all kinds of adventures. I remember going to Cairns, Australia, where the barrier reef was, how dead it was. I stayed in the hostel there secretly in another room for free. We always find as hippies some way of stay in a place free, because it's called survival. We are survivors. We're survivors of peace. So we always do find ways of finding places to live. If not, we can live outside in the, nature.